Welcome to the debate of the week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I didn't get the debate last week. I have not been feeling well. I have a nasal infection, which hurts. But I feel well enough to do this. Now I'm going to be doing 3 debate of the weeks back to back to back. So you will be seeing debate coming up on Sunday. Then you'll see one on Monday. And then you'll see the next one, which goes with Raw on Tuesday. This debate is about Drew Galloway, which was known as Drew McIntyre. Excuse me. Allergies really messing with me. Drew McIntyre in the WWE basically had potential. The guy was a good wrestler. I saw him on the early versions of FCW, which is NXT now. And he came in wearing a kilt. He came in showing his Scottish pride. This guy could kick ass. But then when he went to the main roster, he looked like he was going to get somewhere. They gave him a really strong push when he got the IC Championship. And when Teddy Long was there, holla holla at your player. When he was known as the chosen one by Vince and Kenny McMahon because they were both Scottish. Well, I believe he's Scottish-Irish, but you get my point. But the point here, ladies and gentlemen, is they dropped him like a hot potato and then they threw him into 3MB, which had something going on, and then it got dropped as well because I believe one of the people there got sick and got hurt. I think Jinder Mahal said it that he was hurt very badly and he was not able to really do anything. I believe. I can't remember exactly what he said. It could be someone else he was talking about or himself. But essentially someone was badly hurt and 3MB was supposed to be something a lot more than it was, but then it got dropped. And eventually, Ginger got kicked out, and then Drew McIntyre got kicked out. Essentially, that's what we got stuck with. And that wasn't that order. Drew got kicked out first, then Ginger. But when it really came down to it, Drew had great potential. He has a good look. He had a good type of, well, when it was done well, a very good character. So now he's going to be in TNA. Do you believe that something special could be done? Well, you don't know. The one thing I'm worried about is that his former wife is working there, and that's Terrence Terrell. Terrence Terrell was his actual wife. He married her at one point when they were in WWE. They broke up. Drew got shit and tasted it because something happened with his wife. So now they're working together. She's now a wrestler. He's still a wrestler. I'm just hoping those two can coexist because I do not want to see those two cause such flack that Drew, who hasn't worked in maybe 6 to 9 months at least, needs a job. I want to see him work on a good company, which is TNA. But the question is going to be, what would they do with him? Well, this is what I would think. This is just what I would like to see. And this is something I wanted to see from him in the WWE. The thing I wanted in the WWE, and I made a video a long time ago, push Drew McIntyre, why Drew McIntyre was not pushed. I can't remember the name of it. It's been a while. But essentially, give him the Scottish heritage. Let him come out in a fucking kilt, and people make fucking fun of him, and he kicks their fucking ass. Like he did with Finlay. Him and Finlay had the best matches I've ever seen. Because they didn't hold nothing back. They kicked each other's ass. I want to see Drew to be known as a total destroyer, an ass kicker. Scots don't take shit from nobody. At least that as a beginning. And then, as time goes on and you show how tough Drew is, let him have something to do, if it would work between them two, Terrence Terrell and Drew McIntyre. You can actually put part of their own lives into TNA if they don't have confliction between each other in real life. If Drew and Terrence don't have a problem, let them actually do an angle where Drew actually shows truth about his marriage to her, and let Terrence Terrell turn heel and let her work with someone who can be the man, who can be her man that Drew has to defeat because she's being vindictive. That would get Drew McIntyre over. Make him a face. Let his ex-wife be a bitch. Let her have someone who is a piece of garbage as her man, and let them have a feud together. I believe that would be the best thing for Drew McIntyre. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, dude, are you serious? You care about helping another WWE guy? Look, I'm seeing it in this perspective for long duration with TNA. At this moment in time, I personally don't care about the young guys who went through WWE, got somewhere, and then got dropped. Because that's WWE's loss. And I know Drew is not one of the best guys, but I do believe he's good. And he could do good work. And that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on new young talent. That even if they have been working in wrestling for a while, particularly the promotion of WWE, let them get over when the WWE refused to get them over because of what's going on with fucking John Cena and what's going on with Vince and Kenny McMahon, who's not willing to push anybody because he's too damn scared that someone is going to turn on him like Brock Lesnar did when he put so much effort into Brock, and Brock, for his credit, decided, you know what, I have more, I want to go out and see what I can do, and he became a football player, which he did something. He became a UFC fighter where he became champ, and then he came back. To his credit, he showed that when he left, he had potential to do other things. Was it right for wrestling? No, because of what happened with John Cena being the guy now, because of what happened with Brock. But when you look at it, we have young talent that's gone through WWE, either didn't make it because the WWE didn't believe they cut it, or they had their chance and the WWE dropped them because they didn't want to elevate them due to the fact they didn't want to hurt John Cena in many cases. Because we had people that could be elevated that's basically been dropped because of John. This isn't all John's fault, even though he does have input. This is Vince's fault. He's the one that made the final call. So when it comes to Drew, I don't care right now. He's a former WWE guy. We need to build TNA back up. TNA is on a new network that's almost unknown to the rest of the entire country. Not even talking about international. We don't know if anyone internationally can even see Destination America. And most of the country right now, maybe 20, 15 states, may actually have Destination America. They need to build their fan base back up. Because most of the fan base may not even be able to see it if there's not a live stream for it. And if they do have a live stream, they may not even go back to it, even if it's there, because I've seen live streams. Not all the time the people who produce the live streams give us good quality because of the bandwidth. It's very expensive. So a lot of people may get disenfranchised because either they didn't know where they went or they just can't see them. So TNA needs to be rebuilt. And I'm hoping Drew McIntyre will be one of those people that can help start rebuilding it, making it into a new franchise for itself, redefining itself. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm forgetting about the WWE guy moniker now because, let's be honest here. If you want to see the truth, TNA will never rise to the strength of WWE. It just isn't going to do that unless WWE really monumentally fucks itself. And then TNA will be on the same footing as it. Then you could say, well, we'll have the Monday Night Wars again in a sense. But TNA, let's be honest, it'll never get that strength again. Never get the strength like it had on Spike. At least not now. But maybe in the future it may build up. And we need people. If we're not getting people from international and people from the indies that are international, where are you going to get them from? Even if the old WWE partially used, almost never used talent, let's use them. Please, let's stop this silliness where WWE guys, if they're young and they're new, but they never got a chance or they had a very brief chance, who wants to see them? We need them. So this is my thought about Drew Galloway. And I hope you enjoyed this debate of the week. Please give me a comment below. Watch out for the next two. I will be talking about Vince and I will be talking about Hulk Hogan. And what would it be like without either of them? Have a good day and have a good night. Peace out.